Punch dynamics. This video is essential for punching because it just kind of covers some of the fundamental concepts that you have to keep in mind anytime you're throwing a punch in order to not break your hand, amongst other things. Any punch, really, you want to strike with your middle knuckle. Number one, it's the biggest, it's the thickest bone, and it's the most in line with the radius and the other bones in your forearm. Boxer's fracture is the common name for when you strike with your pinky and ring finger knuckle because those knuckles break easily. They're very easily broken, so you don't want to strike with those. Your pointer finger knuckle is pretty strong, so if you had to make an error on either side, I would say that one's a pretty good one to throw. But for the most part, 90% of your impact should be taking place with the middle knuckle. That's how you remain the safest, and that's how you can keep your hand for the duration of a fight. Trust me, nothing is worse than when you try to rip a punch at somebody and you catch an elbow or you catch a forehead, and if you happen to hit with the wrong knuckle, your hand is done, and you're going to have to figure out a very creative strategy to win a fight one-handed, probably utilizing some roundhouses and knees and such. Next, twisting your hand. Do you twist? Do you turn your punch over? What's the deal here? A lot of boxing coaches talk about the fact that twisting cuts somebody because you end up turning their skin. That's absolute bullshit. Cuts don't occur by virtue of a twisting force with your hand. The reason why people twist is primarily for reducing instances of what I call elbow lockout. So wherever you are right now, I want you to put your thumb up, I want you to hold your arm steady, and I want you to flick your arm out. Now clearly you can feel kind of a little discomfort on your elbow there because you're locking out the joint. It's almost like you're almost hyperextending your joint, you're stressing the ligaments in your elbow. Now, I want you to do the same exact thing, except I want you to end with your thumb facing down, okay? So you snap your hand out, you snap your hand down, and now I can snap my hand out ridiculously hard, and I don't feel it in my elbow anymore. Just because I've turned my joint the opposite way, I'm no longer stressing my ligaments. So that reduces elbow injuries in boxing that typically happen when you miss a punch. And the bottom line is you ain't going to hit every punch you throw. So sometimes you think you're going to blast this dude with a right cross, and you're like, "Lah!" and you throw a punch out there, and you're like, oh, shit, my elbow. In those circumstances, you didn't turn your hand over correctly, and now you've screwed up your elbow a little bit. It's not really screwing up your elbow. You're not going to break your elbow. It's almost like a very mild sprain, but it will cause inflammation and swelling in your joint, and it can affect your power for the remainder of the fight. Now there's two other concepts in punch dynamics that are incredibly important, one of which is called maximum fiber recruitment and the other is elastic recoil. Both of these are just simple kinesiology, it's muscle science, but they're ways to essentially trick your body or train your body into unlocking the absolute most ridiculous power that you can possibly have. If you want to see those lessons, go to howtofightnow.com. They are free. Just go to howtofightnow.com. I believe I'll even throw some links to those pages in the video description box. All you have to do is put in your name and email address and then you're registered for the site. Pick a username if you like, and you can go to those videos. Basically, the tricks to unlocking insane power in your crosses and hooks. It'll teach you how to end fights in just one single punch. Go to the website, and if you have any questions, you can ask me in the forum. I'll see you there.
Yeah.